Hey guys, it's Monday and it's a beautiful day outside. We're supposed to have storms later. I have some planting I need to do, but my goal this morning was to get some cards to a certain point, and I am to that certain point. I wanted to have my card topper and my base ready to go. I still have to put lace around the edge, but I wanted them to this point. So I have this one, this one, this one, and this one. So I have four, which is what my goal was. I have one more pack of bubbles. For those of you who really wanted to know about the bubbles, here you go. Here's the bubble information. It's called Dress It Up. And there's a website, www.dressitup.com. Well, that's cool. That, I'm going to look right now. Because I get these at Hobby Lobby. www.dressitup.com. Let's see. Wow. Okay. This is good news. Wow, there is a large selection of stuff. And I will be here we go, bubbles, super curious what the price is. Okay, bubbles. Why am I not seeing a price? Let's click shop now. Oh, you have to register. Okay, well, I'm going to do all of that, and I'm going to start shopping at dressitup.com. So any of these types of things you're getting at Hobby Lobby, check it out. But in the meantime, this afternoon, supposed to start raining between 3 and 5. We're going to get some storms. Yesterday we were supposed to get storms, and so we got painting early. We stopped painting at around 2 because we thought the storms were supposed to come in, and they didn't come in till like 8 o'clock at night. So it's kind of bummed that we had wasted time with that. But I had listed all of my wreath making stuff on Facebook Marketplace. And I had several inquiries, but there was one lady who had messaged me while we were camping. And then when we got back from camping, she was like, hey, are you back? I was like, yes, but I'm really sick. She was like, oh, sorry. So anyway, she had said, could you send me more pictures? So yesterday while I was out there, I snapped some pictures and sent them to her. And she was like, well, I'm at the grocery store. Can I come later? So I said, sure. She came at 6:30, her and her husband. Super nice people. And she doesn't have a good avenue with selling. And I told her, I can help you. And she was like, well, I don't know how to do Facebook very good and different stuff. So, Honey and her husband got along really well. It was just like really cool. And so this morning when I got up, there were several messages from her saying, hey, we should get together. It was really great that our guys got along. And it's funny because Honey and I have talked even recently about how somehow we don't have friends that are like couples friends. Like we don't. I have people from work and he has people from work, but we just like, we don't have any couple friends that are like, hey, let's go to the movies, or hey, let's go out to eat, or hey, let's go up to the mountains, or anything. And so he was pretty jazzed last night, saying we should get together with them. We should have like a game night, or you know, it's funny because he and I don't play cards, but he always says, let's invite people over to play cards. And it's like, but we don't play cards. So anyway, wish a lot of you guys lived closer, because I'm sure we'd be friends. But it's hard to meet people in your area that have similar, that enjoy similar things. Her husband was a car guy, and my husband is a car guy, and she's a crafter, and I'm a crafter. And, anyway, so kind of went off on a tangent there. But I have some plans today with Savannah. I almost wanted to call her Savannah Banana. I used to call her Savannah Banana all the time when she was a kid. And so I'm going to meet her today at Walmart and get her some stuff. I had told her I wanted to get her some stuff for her birthday. Her birthday is long gone. And she's getting a haircut today. I got my haircut on Saturday. And she's getting her haircut. That's part of my belated birthday present for her. And yeah, so that's what I got going on. But I do have something I need to do out back, and I thought I would take you guys with me. And that's why my goal was to get these cards. While I was talking to you, I went ahead and put bubbles on stuff. You can see the bubbles. I love the bubbles. The bubbles. I would buy honestly, I would buy 20 packs of bubbles. All right. I'm going to go out back and show you what I got planned out there. Bye. I have all these plants I purchased the other day to start the wildflower garden in the back. And Honey has said it has to wait until he builds the deck. So I need to carry all these out back and start planting them in other areas of the yard. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to take you along with me. I'm kind of sad because although we've been watering this really well, these guys here seem to be not doing very good. And it's been raining a lot. I mean, look how well this is doing. And that over there is doing well. This is doing well. These guys. Now the hanging baskets, I told Honey, I said, we are wasting our time with the hanging baskets. This is doing lovely. I actually think this is getting too much water. These are gone. Goners. So that's doing really lovely. I actually would kind of like to move that closer to over there. I might see if I can do that. But everything else is just doing really nicely. I did want to plant some around the pond. He's got that going. But this is the area where I wanted to plant some of those things. And there's no automatic waterers here. There are automatic waterers to those plants, these plants. There's some spots over there. And then all those things over there have automatic waterers. But this doesn't. So I'm going to plant the more drought resistant plants over here. And I'm going to kind of do the spacing of them, and then I'll show you again. They're about an hour. And there's not, I have to admit, there's not too much stuff that gives me a headache. I'm just one of those people that just does not get headaches. But holding my head upside down and digging and pulling apparently gives me a headache. So, the landscapers, I use the term loosely, who created this pond, put a plant right in here that I didn't like. It kind of looked like a weed. It bloomed, but it looked like a weed. Anyway, it took me about 40 minutes to dig that root ball out. And I am sweating. I have a headache. But I wanted to come and show you that I did dig out that root ball. And that's the plant I want to put there. Over there is where I'd like to put this plant. But I don't have the energy to dig that out. And I think I'm going to get honey to do it. Also, there's another one back there that has a drip line. So I want to put that one there. Unfortunately, there's a lot of grass wanting to come up through these rocks. And they did lay a weed barrier, but it just wasn't enough. And I'm thinking little by little, I'm going to have to move all these rocks and put down a heavy plastic like that. So, oh, there might even be a place there I could plant something. That looks like there was a plant there. But let's look at better looking stuff. They did plant this one. It has a really nice bloom. It only blooms once a year, but I was just really unhappy with their floral choices. I did ask for the grass, but the two back there died. Those two did really well. There's Shiva investigating. Anyway, over here, I think I'm going to put this one here. And these two are like the ones in the front. They are called whatever that says. But this other one, hey, this other one should be a red hot poker. Yep, red hot poker. So this is going to be like the one out front that gets crazy. So Shiva, please don't eat this before. Hey. So that's the plan right now. There's a few more plants up front. Hey! Okay, clearly I'm not going to be able to leave these on the ground. Ugh. Does that mean you're going to eat them once they're planted? All right, time to go in, take a shower, and make cards. Oh, I should have come out here at like 6:30 or 7 this morning. Oh, it took me a while to shake that headache. I went ahead and took a shower and fixed my hair, put a little makeup on, and it's been like 4 hours, and I finally feel better. Like I said, I don't get headaches, so it's very strange. Very strange when I do. I lost a mermaid. I literally... Ah! I see her. Here she is. Okay, so now I gotta color her up. I was gonna... When I couldn't find her, I was like, okay, I'll use her. But I was like, I have to color all of her. She's already got her skin and her hair colored, so... I have a whole bunch of Tildas colored up. Well, partially colored up. I have these ones I cut out. I have these two. Somebody's calling me from Chicago, Illinois, and they are not important because I don't know who they are. I got that mermaid. These are ones I may have colored while camping. While briefly camping. So I like to color their skin and their hair. And then when I have papers, I did color her too. Here's another Tilda. And then I colored these beach girls. Oh my god, there's more. There's more snuck over here. Okay, so I obviously got a bunch of stuff ready to go. But I don't have any great beach paper or summer beach paper. So anyway, I guess I will use this mermaid. Okay. You guys commented quite a bit while I was sick, and I wanted to say thank you because it was very nice of you to give me words of encouragement while I was sick. And although I'm much better during the day right now, night is still kind of a coughing fit. And many of you did say that you have been sick as well and that nighttime is worse. So a lot of you seem to have unfortunately been through similar stuff, and it is a bummer, super bummer. But anyway, today after I go to Walmart with Savannah, I have a 5 o'clock appointment at Slim Genix. And I have on many occasions told you guys I was going back on my weight loss journey. And many times I have thought I was going back on my weight loss journey. But I didn't stick with it. So I already requested if I could do some filming when I'm there. And I got the thumbs up. I mean, minimal filming because, you know, they don't want everybody learning what their program is without them paying the big bucks for it. So I'm going to take you guys along with me, and we'll see how it goes. I've mentioned before that on my first time on this program, I lost 80 pounds. It was I had a different lifestyle at that time. I was not with the man that I cooked for, and I was not with the man who was able to eat anything he wanted to and never gain a pound. So yeah, this could be interesting. I'm really hoping that since I'm going to take you along with me and do filming while I'm there, my hope is that it will help me feel more committed since you guys will be watching. And also, you know, and I had said this before, Honey and I are going to see Donnie and Marie in Vegas in November. And I would really, really, really like to lose weight before that happens. honey, he always tells me, you're fine. I love you. That's all that matters. And, one of the things that Savannah told me was, Mom, you have to do this for you, not because you think Alan wants you to do it. Alan loves you. You need to do it for you. And that was very good advice from my daughter. And my daughter doesn't often give me advice, but it was nice that she did, and nice that it was really good advice. So that's what I'm going to do. And like I said, I'm hopeful, I'm prayerful, because I am going to pray. I prayed last time. Please, Lord, help me. I can't do this without you. And he was there. He helped me. I lost 80 pounds. My goal this time, I fortunately haven't gained back so much that I have to lose 80, but I would like to lose about 40. And I asked the guy I called this morning, because I was supposed to go at 10 o'clock this morning, and then when I decided I was going to meet Savannah and I had some other things to do, I called and we switched it to 5 o'clock today. So after that, I'm going to come home, and I was kind of hoping to talk Honey into going out to our favorite restaurant, since it's going to be my last opportunity. And I am so fully committed that I told him, I was like, even if you just come home one day and you say, hey, let's go out to eat, I'm not going to be able to. It's not going to be in my wheelhouse to just be like, oh, Honey wants to go out to eat. Normally he wants to go out to eat, and I'm like, sure, let's go. And it's not going to work that way anymore. And I told him, I said, it's going to annoy you sometimes because you're going to want to go. And like, I could go to Chili's because they have the salmon. You get salmon and rice and broccoli. I can have that. So there aren't a lot of choices that fall into this particular plan. I know a lot of you are going to be like, but so-and-so has this and so-and-so has that. It's like this particular plan, and this is a no salt plan. Absolutely no salt. So when I first went on this diet many years ago, I went on this little trip, and the people I was with were like, oh, it's no big deal, just have salt this weekend and then go back on your plan. And I ended up in the hospital. Yeah, the hospital. I swelled up so bad. I ate a bag of chicharrones, fried pork skins. And yeah, apparently a lot of salt in those pork skins. And my body just was freaked out because it wasn't used to having the salt. All right. So, I was actually pretty surprised that not that many of you commented on the video with Honey and I. I mean, a few, but not a lot. And I just thought you guys would be tickled because I know a lot of you like seeing Honey, and he's kind of funny. So like I said, a lot of well wishes, a lot of suggestions on how to get better, what medicines to take, what home remedies, Vicks Vapor Rub, stuff like that. So I want to thank all of you who commented about that. I swear, I wish I could figure out a way to get more of you to engage in conversation with me. I don't understand. Sometimes I see other channels and I see all the comments in the channel video, and I'm just like, why is my audience not talking? Why is there, little to no, and not no engagement? I mean, there are some of you that are really, really regular with commenting, and I appreciate you. But comparatively speaking, my audience is not as engaged. And if you're out there and you're not one that normally comments, and you want to tell me what gets you engaged so that I can get with the program, I would appreciate it, because I try to come up with scenarios and ways, for us to chit chat back and forth, and it's the same people commenting most of the time. And don't get me wrong, I love you if you do. But anyway, all right, so I'm hoping I will do a little vlogging from Walmart, going down to the Walmart. And I'm hoping to find some things there also for crafting. So maybe I'll do a little shop with me as well. All right, guys, I will catch up with you later. Bye. It is Monday evening. It is almost 6:30. And I went to weigh in. Unfortunately, by the time I got there to weigh in and go over all my requirements and everything else, I was told they had decided not to let me do any documentation in the facility. I don't know what they're afraid of, but whatever. So, I will tell you that their scale said 208 and a half. So there you go. That's what I'm starting at. I start prep tomorrow. It's 3 days of prep. It's as much meat as you can eat. Like, the more you eat, the more you lose. I have literally lost 7 pounds in 3 days on the prep portion. That only happened one time. So probably won't happen again. That was the very first time I did it. And I think Honey's home. Anyway, I'll tell you guys some more tomorrow. Honey knows all about it. I did tell him he has got to be supportive instead of trying to encourage me to do bad things. I'm hoping to get him as committed to that as I am to doing this the right way. So in total, I want to lose 40 pounds, and that will take me down to 168, which is a really good, comfortable, nice weight for me. I went down to 156, and I felt like that was too thin, and I didn't stay there very long. Like, my body was like, saying this is too thin. So more details tomorrow. I will see you guys then. We'll talk about the stuff that I'm eating, and this is hardcore. Even the lady in there said, wow, Rena, you seem much more committed this time than you have, the past few times you've been in. And I'm like, the first time I went in, I was committed enough to lose 80 pounds. And I can guarantee you I am that committed again right now. So once I made sure they understood how committed I was, they were really happy about it. And I don't know, it was kind of almost like she didn't want me to waste their time, if that made any sense. And so reaffirming my level of commitment gave a different attitude from them. So anyway, I'm happy. I'm looking forward to it. And I'm going to look good for my husband and Donnie Osmond. All right. See you guys later. Bye. Tuesday. It is 9:19, and we've already had a serviceman and he came to work on our boiler system as we were having issues with it producing hot water. And it's 10 years old, and we never ever had a problem with it. So we do love our boiler system. And anyway, he came and said that the pump was going out, so he fixed that. And I went to hand him a credit card, and he was like, oh, we don't take credit cards. And I was like, who doesn't take credit cards for major purchases? Because it was $539, and I was like, oh, that might be a good thing to tell people when they make an appointment with you guys. So I wrote him a check. Anyway, yeah, so back to work today. I swear the days just, they go by so fast, the days off. And it's sad how fast those days off go. But then again, I'll be honest with you, it seems really fast that it's back to days off again. So my groomer Nicole has been gone on a little mini vacation to Las Vegas, and I'm looking forward to seeing her again. She's always laughing and full of happiness, so hopefully her little getaway made her even happier. So yesterday I met Savannah, and I could not vlog with Savannah because Rihanna was with her, and Rihanna was in meltdown mode the entire time we were at Walmart. So that didn't kind of suck. That majorly sucked, because I had invited Savannah to go to get her some things, some little lady undergarments. I noticed that she needed some, so I was like, hey, if you meet me at Walmart, I'll get you some stuff. So she was like, cool, I'll meet you there. What time? And then I didn't realize she had Rihanna, because I guess she picked her up on Sunday. And so when she got there, she sent me a text message that said, we're here. And then I was like, yay, Rihanna's there. Well, by the time I hooked up with her in the shoe department, because I told her I'm in the shoe department, I could see Rihanna was a very unhappy camper. And I was just like, oh. So, we got Savannah the things she needed, and I was like, I was prepared to get Rihanna some school clothes, and she was in such a mood that I was like, yeah, I'm not feeling like buying her anything. Because not only was she grumpy and crying and carrying on, she was rude and disrespectful. So I was like, I am rewarding that behavior. She did badly need a pair of tennis shoes, so we got her the tennis shoes, and that was it. And Sheba got a new bed because she had eaten her other bed, and well, not really eaten it. She had just made these holes in the bed, and then she would proceed to pluck out the stuffing. There were like holes that were like this big, and she would just like stick her nose in there and like pull out the stuffing. And I was like, oh my God. So she was doing that for about, honestly, I'll be honest with you, like 2 months. So I was like, on Sunday, because Sunday night's trash night where Honey puts trash out. I was like, just throw this away. I'm going to get her a new one. And tonight she's going to the vet. After work at 5, she has to go to the vet because she has this weird thing on her chin right here. And then she also has some really bad scar tissue on one of her ears. And We're going to find out if they can get rid of that. If it's a real big deal to get rid of it, we won't, but we'd like to. And then find out what that thing is on her chin, because it was bleeding the other day. Not like profusely or anything, but it definitely needs to be looked at and figured out what's going on with it and why it's there. So, anyway, I have been very disappointed with the videos on my playlist, my channels that I subscribe to, just not getting the content and not nearly as much crafter videos as like 3 or 4 years ago. It used to be people were crafting stuff every day, and now it's like nobody's crafting, and I don't get it. What happened to you people? Are you guys experiencing that at all? I mean, I have mentioned that before, and I have had people say, yeah, nobody's, I'm not seeing as much crafting going on. And it's disappointing and sad. And I look forward to the inspiration I get from others, because contrary to what you might think, I need inspiration too. Even though you guys think I'm very creative, I need inspiration. So usually when there aren't a lot of crafty videos, I go to Pinterest and get my inspiration from there. But still, I prefer videos. I prefer videos where people talk as opposed to, or talk while they're crafting as opposed to voiceovers. I don't know. I want to know their thought process while they're actually crafting whatever it is they're doing. So that's just my philosophy. Tell me what you prefer. I'd be curious, because I did recently learn to do voiceovers, and I only do them on the Vintage Stuff and Things channel when I go to the like Goodwill or the thrift store, whatever thrift store I go to. I only do it on those because people look at you weird if you're talking and doing videos at the Goodwill. So that's what I do for that. And I could do them here on this channel now that I am like super proficient in how to do that. I am making lots of shaker cards. So I get on this kick of shaker cards and I do millions of them. Millions. That's just a little exaggeration. Oh, I gotta tell you what happened. So I had this backup set of glue sticks, and I could see them over there in the little container, so I knew I didn't need to get glue sticks. And then when I needed them, I went to get them yesterday, and they're fatties. I like the skinny ones. So I had to break out my bigger glue gun. This one. I put the other one away. But I prefer the smaller glue gun. But I was like, I am not going to the store just to buy small ones. So, anyway, I am working with those cutie little mermaids. Well, they're not little mermaids. You know what I'm talking about. So anyway. Do any of you guys watch Jamie Ray Vintage? Well, let me know if you do, because I have a question for those of you that do. So now that they are doing, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to go get Fun Foam. I'm almost out of white. Oh, that's bad. That means I have to go to Michael's. Anyway, if you watch Jamie Ray Vintage, recently they bought a very old home that needs a million tons of work, and they are now sharing on their channel. If you don't know them, they, her and her husband, they're furniture flippers. And of course I watch them because they're doing what Honey and I are hoping to do, and that is eventually be able to retire and do that as a side hustle to our retirement. Well, now they're flipping this house, and that's all well and good, but I'm missing their furniture flipping stuff. And I'm the kind of person, when I watch a video, I need an end game. I need a payoff. So what I mean by that is I need to see what what the end result is of the project. And obviously with house renovations, I don't get that payoff because it's going to take them a long time to get that house to the point where they can move in. They are hoping to get it ready by the holiday. I would not want to move in during the holidays. I would lose my mind. I would be like, nope, staying in this house until Christmas is over. And then I'll move into the new house because I still want my Christmas, I told Honey the other day that I was really excited for him to get my Christmas stuff down because I was going to first I'm going to let Savannah pick it over. And then whatever she doesn't want, 'cause she only has an apartment, she's not going to be able to take all the things I want to get rid of. And she's not going to like everything anyway. But I'm going to want to sell it on Marketplace. And I need to get it on there like the first week of November. The very first week of November. So, that's the plan. And I also need to get that trailer open because there's a lot of stuff in the trailer that was purchased. I've probably said this before. Forgive me if I have. But that was purchased for the tea room that never came to pass. And I need to get a lot of that listed also on Facebook Marketplace, because our vintage stuff and things stash of money, which was put aside, is dwindling. So yeah, it's going to be necessary to be making some more. And I told Honey, I was like, okay, so we have business expense from last year, and so far this year is all business expense. We haven't made a nickel, not 2 nickels to rub together yet from vintage stuff and things. And I said the Internal Revenue Service is going to want to see some money coming in. They're not going to just want to see money going out. I think from what my accountant had said to me a while back, I think you have 3 years to make a profit. Does anybody out there know the answer to that question? So I told Honey, I said, I get that you have other things to do around the house, but we have got to do vintage stuff and things, whether, you got to do this or you got to do that. We got to do vintage stuff and things. And he's like, I know, but blah, blah, I got this to do and that to do. And I don't know. I guess I'll be glad when it starts to be fall, because when the time changes, he's less apt to stay outside for, most of the evening. But he's bound and determined to get that pond fixed. And I'm not complaining that he likes to work. Trust me, every other man I've been with would rather sit in the recliner with his feet up than do work. So I gotta respond really quick. All right, I'm back. I just wished I could stay home and do this all the time. But I guess who doesn't? I'm sure every one of you wishes they could stay home and craft. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. And, you know, I rarely pick up my phone at the shop to vlog. Every once in a while I'll think about it, but usually once I get to work, I'm in work mode. Like, get the work done so I can... Oh my god, I just cut the wrong thing. That sucks. Anyway, yeah, I just get in work mode, and I don't even think about vlogging mode, because I'm usually only in vlogging mode here. Oh, somebody's calling me, and I don't recognize the number, so I'm not going to answer. But I'm still going to say goodbye, because I said goodbye a few minutes ago, and then I didn't go. So we'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Who's going to the vet? Shiva. Stop. Come on, poor girl. She likes to go to the vet.